Hey guys, today I want to talk about roots, prefixes, and suffixes. Affixes, this A word here, it's just kind of the general word for prefixes and suffixes, so that's all that means. First, a little warm up. I want you to list all the words you can think of that start with un. So I'll start you out. Unconstitutional, uncool, what else can you think of? So take a second and list those. All right, so hopefully you were able to come up with a lot of words that start with un, because this is a very common prefix, all right? And I want you to pause for a moment and think about, what does this prefix mean? So I have unconstitutional, uncool. Hopefully you kind of figure, all right, I think this prefix means not, okay? Now, just moving on from there, many words can be broken into pieces, each of which has a meaning, like we just saw with un, where it clearly means not cool, not constitutional. So unhappy, un plus happy, not happy. Disability, so this is a combination of three. Dis also kind of means not, so it's like not able. These pieces have a name depending on where they are in the word. Okay, so prefixes come at the beginning of a word and change its meaning. So if I'm looking at the beginning piece of my word, I'm looking at a prefix. All right, so im plus possible, yet another one that means not. So not possible, going back to that first one, not able. Anti, that means against, so you're against being social if you're antisocial. Dislike, I not liking something, okay? Now, suffixes, on the other hand, come at the end of the word, and they change the meaning of the word or change its part of speech. So, for example, it might take an adjective and turn it into a noun, or take a verb and turn it into an adjective, okay? All right, so some examples. If I take the word bright and I add NESS to it, it becomes brightness. So I'm taking an adjective and turning it into a noun, okay? With write, I'm taking a verb, I add my ER ending, I'm also turning it into a noun, a writer. All right, now roots are the base of the word. Prefixes and suffixes are added onto roots. All right, so for example, invisible, in means not. Vis, my root, means see. Able is a suffix that means able to be, so invisible means not able to be seen. All right, now one thing that's tricky is sometimes things look like they're prefixes or suffixes, but they're really not, okay? So for example, re is a prefix that means again, okay? Like when I rebuild something, reconstruct it, or replaying it. I'm building it again, constructing it again, playing it again. However, what about these words? Read, real, and read. All right, here I'm not doing anything again, okay? And if I take off my RE, I'm not left with any kind of root, right? I just have D, I have EL, I have AL, I have AD. Doesn't really make sense as a root, okay? So let's do a couple for practice. So the weather forecasters were predicting a huge storm. And which of the following is a prefix, like it is in predicting? Preview, preach, pretty, or pretzels. Take a second and circle the answer on your page and then mark it on our video as well. All right, hopefully you said A, preview. All right, if we take that off, we're left with our root view. The other ones where it doesn't really make sense, if I remove it, I'm not left with any kind of root. All right, the lion was unable to escape, going back to our prefix un. Which of the following is un, also a prefix? Under, uncle, begun, or unusual? Again, circle it on your paper and answer the question in the video. Okay, so hopefully you said that the answer was D, unusual, because that one means something is not usual. And if I take off my un, I'm left with a root, usual. But in the other ones, I'm not left with any kind of root that makes any sense. Okay, so we're going to be learning prefixes, suffixes, and roots throughout the year. So just keep all this in mind.